Good evening. The time is 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time. This program is coming to you live from Chicago. And in the news at this hour, in an explosive report published last night, the New York Times revealed that President Trump paid no federal income taxes whatsoever in 10 out of 15 years beginning in 2000. He also reportedly paid just $750 in federal income taxes in 2016 and 17. The tax information obtained by the Times also reveals Trump has been fighting the IRS for years over whether he is legally entitled to a nearly $73 million refund he claimed. Trump's opponents have been trying for years to get a hold of his tax returns after he broke with tradition during the 2016 campaign and refused to release them voluntarily to the public. Some Democratic leaders have already said this new report makes it even more critical that Trump's entire tax history be released. Trump has called the Times report inaccurate and said yesterday that he pays a lot of federal and state taxes. Included in the report was a section detailing that Trump has nearly $400 million in loans coming due to unnamed lenders. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi stated this is a national security issue and argued it raises questions about whether foreign nations or individuals could exert leverage over the U.S. presidency. The White House and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have resumed discussions over a possible economic relief bill. Democrats opened with a $2.2 trillion proposal, and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin immediately agreed to resume talks. Pelosi and Mnuchin spoke this evening and agreed to talk again tomorrow morning, according to Pelosi spokesman Drew Hamill. Democrats described their new offer as an updated version of the $3.4 trillion HEROES Act, which the House passed in May. The White House and Senate Republicans dismissed recent efforts and proposals as too costly, but Mnuchin said he is open to negotiations. President Trump made his Supreme Court nomination official on Saturday, naming Amy Coney Barrett, a conservative federal appeals court judge, to succeed the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the U.S. Supreme Court. Conservatives have voiced support for Barrett, in part because of her closely held religious beliefs and the possibility that she could be a key player in challenging the Affordable Care Act. Democrats believe Republican lawmakers are stealing the next president's chance to fill the seat by rushing to confirm Barrett in an election year. Senate Judiciary Chairman Lindsey Graham says his committee will approve her nomination on October 22nd, setting up a full Senate vote by the end of the month and putting into motion one of the quickest confirmations in modern history. Protests dotted the nation this weekend after the Kentucky grand jury's decision to charge only one officer last week in connection with the shooting death of Louisville resident Breonna Taylor last March. Dozens of people were arrested during demonstrations in Louisville, as well as New York City, Seattle, Portland, and other major cities. In Portland, a pro-Trump rally organized by the Proud Boys, a far-right group, clashed with Black Lives Matter supporters. In California, a 40-year-old woman was arrested and charged with attempted murder and assault after hitting two protesters with a vehicle during a demonstration in Yorba Linda. Several new fires in Northern California are raging, with thousands of acres being torched each day, including the fast-moving Glass Fire, which destroyed the famous Chateau Boswell winery in Napa Valley last night. The blaze is being called the Glass Fire because of its proximity to Glass Mountain Road in the California wine-growing region. Flames have forced tens of thousands of evacuations through the Napa and Sonoma counties, according to authorities. Here is our nightly coronavirus update. Almost half of U.S. states are reporting increased numbers of new COVID-19 cases, and health experts are again warning of even more deadly fall and winter seasons. According to one coronavirus model, the U.S. could see a surge of cases in October and November, resulting in up to 3,000 daily deaths by late December. Currently, the U.S. is reporting an average of about 765 deaths per day. Around the world, the death toll from the pandemic has now reached 1 million, and the U.S. accounts for more than 204,000 of those. The situation in India is also getting more dire. Their country just recorded 6 million cases and is the only country other than the United States to surpass that ominous figure. Here are the current virus numbers from Johns Hopkins University Medical Center. Total cases now in the United States, 7,135,000. That is up by approximately 127,000 from Friday's number. The death toll now stands at 205,000, an increase of 1,700 over Friday's estimate. The financial markets and the weather forecast after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Flace with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. If you own firearms, it's your responsibility to make sure they're always stored safely. Hiding them in a closet or drawer is not enough. Kids know where they are. Research shows the risk of injury and death is lower if guns are stored unloaded and locked up, with the ammunition locked in a separate place. This is important when children are young, as well as when they grow into teenagers. For more, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
Time is 9:07 p.m. on Wall Street. Upward movement on all three major indexes today. Dow Jones Industrial Average with a gain of 410 to close at 27,584. NASDAQ up 204 to finish at 11,118. And the S&P 500 ended the day at 3,352. That's plus 53 points. And now our weather report. No relief in sight for the western fires, unfortunately. Dry and gusty wind conditions will continue to bring critical fire conditions to portions of the plains and western U.S. Meanwhile, a cold front will gradually advance over the central and eastern states. Showers and thunderstorms, some heavy, are likely ahead of the front. Much cooler temperatures are expected in its wake. For Chicagoland, tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms a possibility before 8 p.m. And, we've passed 8 p.m. actually, clearing before morning. And chilly temperatures overnight with a low around 48. Rain chance of 40%. Tomorrow, Tuesday, a nice turnaround, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-60s. And tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low around 52. Our current conditions, mostly cloudy skies, 57 degrees at Midway Airport. Lakefront 55, relative humidity 67%, and a west wind at 6 miles per hour. AccuWeather radar is all clear for several hundred miles in all directions. The time is 9:08 p.m. and once again here at Radio City we have 55 rather chilly degrees.
Live from Chicago, Variety Broadcast presents Radio Classics. Now here's your host, Tom Edwards.
And there we have Simon and Garfunkel. Starting us out, play that one for an old friend, Cecilia, on Radio Classics. 11 minutes after 9 p.m. Here we are already almost at the end of September, 28th. Where does the time go? And it's starting to get dark outside, too. You know, I've lost track. There are, of course, many more important things to be worrying about, but in the Illinois State Legislature, they did advance a bill where they were going to, how should we say it, get rid of daylight savings time or keep daylight savings time. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, how to say that correctly. In other words, we're going to keep the longer daylight. They were going to get rid of switching the clocks back and forth, and whatever is the most advantageous as far as more daylight. I guess that would be keeping daylight savings time, but in any event, I've lost track of where they are with that. I thought it was going to pass rather handily. You know, it's an old thing. They started it many, many moons ago because of farmers wanting to have the early daylight hours to work in, and there are so few small farms anymore, and even the ones that do remain in private hands as opposed to big corporate conglomerate things. You know, they do have electric lights on the tractor that they can see to work with. There's also the matter, though, that I think, if I understand it correctly, they had school children in mind for having put it into effect to begin with, because, you know, you've got to worry not only about the end of the day, but the beginning, and it meant that school children would be going to school in the dark, and they didn't want that. They could start out a little bit later, maybe. Well, anyway, how are you doing? Before we get too far along, I want to remind you, tomorrow is the presidential debate, of course, so we will not be doing a program tomorrow night. I'm sure we all want to watch the debate. They could properly call that Me and the Chimp, I suppose, from Mr. Biden's point of view. So anyway, no broadcast tomorrow night, but we'll make up for it. We'll have twice as fun tonight and the night after. How about that? All right, well, speaking of fun, we'll get our trivia game underway. We're a little bit light on contestants at the moment, but maybe some of our regulars will be straggling in a little bit later. We'll see.
Young friends, this is a cuckoo bird.
Pop, pop, Cocoa Pops, yum, yum, yum. Pop,
Want to have some fun?
pop, yum,
Watch.
yum. Oh, wee. Watch out because I'm Cocoa Pop, Cocoa Pops, Cocoa Pop, Cocoa Pop.
It happens all the time. It's because Cocoa Puffs are made with delicious Hershey's cocoa. Luscious little chocolate crisp corn puffs.
Ah, he caught me by surprise. Oh no, I can't resist them. Cocoa Pop, Cocoa Pop.
Another Big G cereal from General Mills.
Yeah, speaking of the Oval Office, cuckoo. Let's see now. Mr. J. Cat Rockefeller posted his picture of turkey feast in gravy, one of his favorite fancy feasts. I see that on the screen now. We're having a little discussion about posting pictures on the screen. Now, as far as cell phones, it may knock you off as far as sound and everything like that. I really don't know. As I've mentioned before, I'm really not that much of an expert on cell phones. Computers, yes, I can tell you all about that. If you post a photograph on cell phone and you use that paperclip function, maybe it will knock you off as far as sound. I honestly don't know. But on a computer, it'll work just fine. You use the mouse, you click on the paperclip, and then you drill down like you would post a picture on anything else. Just, rifle through your files on your computer, double click, and there it goes. Just hit the carriage return. For cell phones, well, maybe if we have any of the other folks who are good at that, they can jump in and help you out. I have to disqualify myself. I just don't use them that often, so I don't know. All right, now here's how we do our trivia game. We play for Monopoly money, and whoever has the most Monopoly dollars saved up by the end of the night wins a fabulous grand prize. Tonight we are giving away the third of the pretty, prestigious prime purple properties, Virginia Avenue. Now, for the benefit of any folks who might be off in the distance listening as opposed to logged on to the chat board with us, it is not necessary for you to sign up for any kind of formal account. It says that on the screen that that's an option, but you can just plug in a temporary nickname if you wish, and that'll work just fine. That will allow you to jump onto the board and talk to the other folks, as well as participate in our trivia game. It's up to you. I'm glad you're here in any case, but I'm just letting you know what your options are. So join in the fun if you like. Now, remember, no search engines, and be careful about multi-part questions. We do those from time to time. Your answer won't be counted unless you answer all parts of the question. And if my trusty assistant and sound engineer, Mr. J. Cat Rockefeller, would kick the old machine into gear with one free paw. There we go. And I see another one of our good friends has joined aboard. Hi to Ronnie. Good to see you. All right, here's our first question. And hello to the other folks, too. Carlotta is here, Pat is here, Susan is here, and Mr. Rockefeller is here, too. So welcome aboard. $25, movies the category. They made a total of 5 of these. The original plus 4 sequels. A buddy cop action comedy theme starring Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Name the film or films. They all have the same name. $25, movies. They made a total of 5 of these. The original plus 4 sequels. Buddy cop movies. Tell me the name of the film. They starred Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. All right, good luck on that one. First correct answer wins $25. Discovered a nice tune over the weekend. A friend let me know about this Cole Porter song, voiced by the fabulous Miss Peggy Lee.
If a custom-tailored vet asks me out for something wet, when the vet begins to pet, I cry hooray. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. I've been asked to have a meal by a big tycoon in steel. If the meal includes a deal, except I may. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. There's an oil man known as Tex who is keen to give me checks, and his checks, I fear, mean that Tex is here to stay. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. Mr. Harris, plutocrat, wants to give my cheek a pat. If the Harris pat means a Paris hat, baby. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way.
Oh, I thought there was another chorus, another verse. Miss Peggy Lee. That's always true to you in my fashion. Very nice. 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Just now we got a correct answer on the board. Good job. I'm not positive, I think that may be Pat who typed that. I don't see a name attached to it on my screen, but we'll wait a moment and see if that clears up, and then we'll settle up the money, the score part of it, after we hear from Rosemary and Frank. Don't go away.
Frank Sinatra and Rosemary Clooney for 3 new lines of Ford. There's a big, wide, wonderful world of new forts.
Newly proportioned for you, forts.
A beautiful, wonderful new world of forts.
First, the new Ford line.
Live a wondrous new life in the forts of a lifetime. The finest new Fords of a lifetime. The beautiful, wonderful new 60 Fords. The new size Ford, the Falcon.
Falcon, the new size Ford Falcon, you'll find that the new size Ford Falcon's the easiest car in the wide world to own.
And the Thunderbird.
Thunderbird,
finest of fine cars, the last word. In wish it were mine cars, the dream car of the wonderful new world of Ford.
See them at your Ford dealer now.
Audience, nice round of applause. That's our friend Pat, who answered question number 1 correctly. The movie $25 question we were looking for, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, comedy action film about the buddy cops. Yes, indeed, Lethal Weapon. Absolutely right. Good job. So that puts Pat as our first score on the board, $25. Here comes question number 2. And we're looking at geography this time. $30 for world geography. Even though it is a very brief question, now this one is kind of tricky, so listen carefully. This is the world's largest island country. Name it. All right, $30 geography. Now, it's a very brief question, but it is kind of tricky. Listen carefully now. This is the world's largest island country. Name it for $30 Monopoly dollars. And while you're thinking on that one, we'll have some music from Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Everybody loves a clown, so why don't you? Everybody laughs at the things that I say and do. They all laugh when they see me coming, but you don't laugh, you just go home running. Everybody loves a clown, so why can't you? A clown has feelings too. I joke around at a party when you are there. If you don't laugh, you don't look, you just don't care. If you wonder why this clown is crying, look a little closer inside, I'm dying. It's not easy to be in love, you see, when you're a clown like me. I don't know how to say that I love you, 'cause you would smile and say, tell a joke or two. Yes, I'm a clown, but I don't wanna be. Why can't you see the other side of me? Yes, I'll be the guy who plays the part of a clown with a broken heart. Dreaming of your love and not knowing where to start. Dreaming of your love and not knowing where to start. Dreaming of your love and not knowing where to start.
There's a cute one. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Everybody loves a clown. Shall we look back in time on this date in history? Open your history book to page 28. September. As we look back on this date in history for 1965. On this date, Fidel Castro announced that Cubans were free to leave the island. And over the next 10 years, about 300,000 of them called his bluff and did just that. 1928, on this date, penicillin was discovered. Sir Alexander Fleming was a young bacteriologist when an accidental discovery led to one of the great developments of modern medicine. He had left a plate of Staphylococcus bacteria uncovered. Why? I don't know. Was he having Staphylococcus bacteria for lunch? Why would it be on a plate? Why would it be uncovered? One of the great mysteries of all time. Fleming noticed anyway that a mold had started to form on the culture, and it killed many of the bacteria. Must have been a high school science experiment, huh? Well, he identified the mold as Penicillium notatum, similar to the kind found on bread after it gets moldy. 1928, penicillin. 1960, on this date, athlete Ted Williams hit his home run for the last major league at-bat of his career at Boston's Fenway Park. 1781, on this date, the Battle of Yorktown began with American troops under the command of General George Washington. Famous birthdays today: TV variety show host Ed Sullivan, born 1901. Confucius, Chinese philosopher and founder of Confucianism, 551 BC. Quick, how many candles on his cake? Well, let's not always see the same hands. That's right, 2,571. How would you like that many candles? Even if you had a big enough cake and you had enough candles, how could you get that? You'd have to do it in teams, I guess, with a blowtorch. Al Capp, the cartoonist who gave us Lil Abner, was born in 1909 on this date. Maria Franziska von Trapp, one of the real ones, not the Sound of Music family, based on her family. She lived to be 100. She was born on this date in 1914. The late Marcello Mastroianni, Italian actor, 1924. Brigitte Bardot, French actress, model, and world-renowned animal activist, is celebrating number 86 today. Let's see, Janine Garofalo, American comedian, a Saturday Night Live player. She's celebrating number 56 today. Frank Zappa's daughter, Moon Unit. You remember Moon Unit Zappa and her recording of Valley Girls back in the 1980s? Oh, for sure. Gag me with a spoon. She's 53 today. And finally, Hilary Duff, actress and singer. She played the Lizzie McGuire role on a TV show. She's celebrating number 33. That's our look back in history. And we'll finish by a look at today. Monday, the 28th, is National Drink Beer Day. It's also National Neighbor Day. Well, you can invite your neighbor over and drink beer. Kill two birds with one stone. And finally, it's also World Rabies Day. I assume they mean prevent it, not spread it. 9:29. We're at the halfway point already. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? We will be right back with the next trivia question in just a moment. Don't go away.
Pass the butter, please, Vicky. Vicky, the butter. Thank you. Hey, what's going on?
It's a crown, love. I switched from butter to imperial margarine.
You mean this is margarine?
Not just any margarine, imperial margarine. Once you taste it, you'll agree.
Sure tastes like butter.
All right, our $30 trivia question. Nobody got that one. Time's up. Now, as I said when I read it, it was kind of a tricky one. It is the world's largest island country. And you can include in island countries those that are made up of multiple islands, and that's what made it tricky. If you were to look at the largest single island country with just one island, yes, Greenland is the right answer, but when you expand that to include all islands, Indonesia, if you were to add up all the islands together, Indonesia is the world's largest island country. Okay, better luck on question number 3. Here we go. And this time it's Name That Tune. $25 on the jackpot for this round. And as always now with the Name That Tune, remember it's a two-parter. Please include both singer and song in your answer, okay? And this is a big hit from 1971 for this group. All right, $25. Listen carefully. Here comes your audio clue.
Name that tune.
Took away our native tongue and taught their English to our young.
And now, here's more of Radio Classics with your host, Tom Edwards.
Drop your silver in my tambourine. Help a poor man build a pretty dream. Give me pennies, I'll take anything. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. Watch the jingle jangle start to shine. Reflections of the music that is mine. When you toss a coin, you hear it sing. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. Drop a dime before I walk away. Any song you want, I'll gladly play. Money feeds my music machine. Now listen while I play my green tambourine.
They keep fooling me tonight. I keep thinking there's going to be one more chorus or one more verse, and then they stop singing. All right. My green tambourine. 9:34 p.m. We have a winner this time now on trivia, and I will tell you all about that. Don't go away. Just a moment.
Snap, what a happy sound. Snap is the happiest sound I've found. You may clap, rap, tap, slap, but snap makes the world go round. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. I say it's crackle, the crispy sound. You gotta have crackle or the clock's not wound. Geese cackle, feathers tickle, bells buckle, beats pickle, but crackle makes the world go round. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. I insist that pop's the sound. The best is missed unless pop's around. You can't stop hopping when the cereal's popping. Pop makes the world go round. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Let's go for Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Snap, it's crackle, what a happy sound. You gotta have crackle or the clock's not bound. You can't stop hopping when the cereal's popping. Snap, crackle, pop makes the world go round.
All right, Pat has scored 2 tonight. Good job. $25 on Name That Tune. Now, Carlotta did have the song title correct. That song goes by 2 titles. Either one is okay. Indian Reservation, also known as Cherokee Nation. But Pat had the singer correct, the group, Paul Revere and the Raiders. All right, so Paul Revere and the Raiders with Indian Reservation, also known as Cherokee Nation. That win goes to Pat with another $25. That brings her up to 50. Another question coming up after we hear it.
They took the whole Cherokee Nation, put us on this reservation. away our ways of life. The tomahawk and the bowie knife took away our native tongue and taught their English to our young. And all the beads we made by hand are nowadays made in Japan. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. They took the whole Indian nation, locked us on this reservation. Though I wear a shirt and tie, I'm still part red man deep inside. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. But maybe someday when they've learned, the Cherokee nation will return, will return, will return, will return, will return.
The British are coming. The British are coming. Paul Revere and his group, the Raiders, with their 1971 hit, Indian Reservation. What time's it getting to be? 38 minutes, 9:38, 22 minutes till 10 o'clock. Time for Word of the Day. All right, push the button, Rocky. Bring on the robot lady and hand me the dictionary.
Word of the day.
Word of the day today is ubiquitous. ubiquitous. Boy, I'm glad I don't have to do that one in a spelling bee. Ubiquitous. The definition is existing or being everywhere at the same time. Something constantly encountered, widespread. From the Latin word ubique, which means everywhere. You remember the Klondike Cat cartoons with the little mouse? Savoir-faire is everywhere. Wouldn't have had the same punch if he had said savoir-faire is ubiquitous, but that's the word of the day. Ubiquitous, from Merriam-Webster. The dictionary, people at m-w.com. More trivia coming up next. Don't go away.
Now, come on, kids, keep up with me. I don't want to lose anybody.
Henry, you climbing Mount Everest this morning?
Feels like it. Get a cup of coffee?
Sure. Kids, stand by.
Smells good.
It's always good. Says Maxwell House right on it.
This is a good cup of coffee.
Henry, you make one cup at a time. It's got to be good. Maxwell House always is. Go get him! Everest awaits.
Maxwell House is good to the last drop. Maxwell House.
I'll get you and your little cup of Maxwell House, too. Aunt Cora selling Maxwell House coffee. What was her name now? My mind just drew a blank. Margaret Hamilton. Yes, Margaret Hamilton. After the Wicked Witch of the West, she landed herself a nice gig selling coffee. Now, let's see, where were we? Oh, yes, the trivia game. All right. Here comes question number 4. Our scoreboard looks like this. Pat is out in front with 50. She's the sole entry on the scoreboard right now. Maybe you can catch up now with this next question. $25 on the barrel. The category, celebrities. All right, these are their real names. Well, I should use the past tense. These were their real names. Jerome Horowitz, Moses Horowitz, and Louis Feinberg. Tell me their stage names. All right, $25. The category celebrities, these were their real names. Jerome Horowitz, Moses Horowitz, and Louis Feinberg. Tell me their stage names for $25 Monopoly dollars. Give it a shot and good luck. Musically up next, Paul Davis.
I was a car hop. You was in the bebop. You sang doo-wop, diddy-wop, diddy-wop, doo. All of them changes you put me through. If I could go back again, well, I know I never let you go. Back with all my friends to that wonderful 65 love affair. We wasn't getting nowhere, but we didn't care. It was a crazy 65 love affair. Rock and roll was simple and clear. Oh, I still can hear, I can hear it, baby. Yeah. Well, I acted like a dum-dum. You were bad with your pom-poms. We said, ooh, I go, tree, ooh, I go. Ooh, baby, I want you to know. If I could go back in time, well, I know somehow you'd still be mine. I wouldn't be so blind to that wonderful 65 love affair. When rock and roll was simple and clear. Oh, I still can hear, I can hear it, baby. Well, I tried to make you give in. One night at the drive-in, you said, oh no, baby, oh no. Woo. All of them changes you put me through. If I could go back in time, well, I know somehow you'd still be mine. I wouldn't be so blind to that wonderful 65 love affair. We wasn't going nowhere, but we didn't care. It was a crazy 65 love affair. Rock and roll was simple and clear. Oh, I still can hear, I can hear it, baby. We sang doo-wop, diddy-wop, diddy-wop, doo. 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 If I could go back again, well, I know our love would never end. Back with all my friends to that wonderful 65 love affair. Rock and roll was simple and clear. Oh, I still can hear, I can hear it, baby. 65 love affair. We wasn't going nowhere, but we didn't care.
That's a toe tapper, one that you can definitely sing along with. Paul Davis, 65 Love Affair, 9:45 in the evening. And we have another winner on trivia. This time, round of applause for Carlotta. Good job. Yeah, boy. Actually, we had a couple of correct answers, but Carlotta had the fastest fingers. Their real names were Jerome Horowitz, Moses Horowitz, and Louis Feinberg. And in that same order, they played the characters of Curly, Moe, and Larry. Absolutely right. Three Stooges.
I'll get it. McDonald's Big Mac. The big sandwich with a great big taste that everybody's talking about.
2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Oh, got him!
2 all-beef patty, special sauce.
2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, sesame seed bun.
Got it.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I got it!
McDonald's Big Mac. Just give us the word.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, cheese, lettuce, pickles, onions on a specially beat it.
You deserve a break today at McDonald's.
Where your dollar gets a break. Every day.
Just ran across a news note here. The Girl Scouts are introducing a new cookie flavor for their next round whenever they start selling. French toast flavored. That actually doesn't sound too bad, does it? They're going to call it Toast Yay. 2 words, Toast, Y-A-Y, Toast Yay. New flavor of Girl Scout cookies. Now, they're going to have to go a long way to equal or surpass the Thin Mints. The chocolate Thin Mints are my favorite, but oh yeah, I'll try a box of those. French toast cookies? Sounds all right. What do you think, Rocky? Huh? Oh, okay. Then you don't have to eat any. My goodness. Get all bent out of shape about it. Here comes our next trivia question. And this time, $25 for TV trivia. Let's see how well you know The Simpsons. All right. If you can come up with the first and last name of this character, that'll be worth $25. If you can come up with his middle name, too, we'll add $10 more. Okay? Name the greedy old man who owns the Springfield nuclear power plant where Homer Simpson works. If you come up with his first and last name, that's $25. We'll give you a $10 bonus if you can include his middle name. All right, the wealthy, greedy old bad guy on The Simpsons who operates the nuclear power plant where Homer works. Give that one a shot, and good luck. Musically for you up next,
I can see
Amy.
why you think you belong to me. I never tried to make you think or let you see one thing for yourself. But now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. You see, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Don't you think the time is right for us to find all the things we thought weren't proper could be right in time? And can you see which way we should turn, together or alone? I can never see what's right or what is wrong. Did it take too long to see? Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Now it's come to what you want, you've had your way, and all the things you thought before just faded in the gray. And can you see that I don't know if it's you or if it's me? If it's one of us, I'm sure we both will see. Won't you look at me and tell me, Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do, yeah. Now, Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay.
Radio Classics with Pure Prairie League. Remember that one, Amy? Let's lift up the lid on the treasure chest of musical memories and see what treasures we have in store for us tonight.
Thanks for the memories.
troubadour was on a ballroom floor, said all the gentlemen obviously. The madam has the cutest personality. And think of all the books about Du Barry's looks. What was it made of the toast to Paris? She had a well-developed personality.
What did Romeo see in Juliet, or Pierrot in Pierrette, or Jupiter in Juno?
You know. And when Salome danced and had the boys entranced, no doubt it must have been easy to see that she knew how to use her personality.
Well, and never sit on the boss's settee unless she's got a perfect personality. A girl can get somewhere in spite of stringy hair, or even just a bit bowed at the knees, if she can show a faultless personality.
Why a certain girl's offered certain things, like sable coats and wedding rings, by men who wear their spats right.
That's right. So don't you say I'm smart and have the kindest heart. Oh, what a wonderful sister I'd be.
Just tell me how you like my
personality.
Baby, you've got the cutest
personality.
Personality. That reminds me of a different tune. I was trying to remember. You walk with personality, smile with personality. I'll have to look that one up. It was just going through my head at the same time this one was. And you know, it's hard to think of one piece of music while another one is playing. But at any rate, that one from our treasure chest is Johnny Mercer. His version of Personality, a number-1 hit from 1946. Audience, nice round of applause for Pat, winner of round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of trivia. Good job. The TV trivia question, Mr. Burns, the owner of the nuclear power plant where Homer works, and Pat got all 3 of his names, Charles Montgomery Burns. So that's good for 35 Monopoly dollars.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer, Miller beer. Miller tastes too good to hurry through, but when it's time to relax, Miller stands clear, beer after beer. If you've got the time, you've got the time, we've got the beer.
I was just Googling, was it Lloyd Price who did the other one, Personality? Yeah, that's it, Lloyd Price, Personality, 1959. Rocky, make a note of that. Let's play that on Wednesday night show, okay? Won't be on tomorrow night. Now remember that. We're going to be off the air to make way for the debates. I will want to watch that same as you, so no broadcast tomorrow night. Have we got time for one more trivia question? I guess we do. $20 this time. And we're looking for sweets and treats. This treat is made of 2 round Graham cookies with marshmallow filling in the center and then dipped in a flavored coating, usually chocolate. In the South, it's popular to have them with an RC Cola. I didn't know that. Okay, $20, sweets and treats. This treat is made of 2 round Graham cookies with marshmallow filling in the center and then dipped in a flavored coating, usually chocolate, and in the South it is popular to have them with an RC Cola. Tell me the name of that sweet treat for $20. Good luck.
They say that you're a runaround lover, though you say it isn't so. But if you put me down for another, I'll know, believe me, I'll know. 'Cause a night has 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 eyes can't help but see if you are true to me. So remember when you tell those little white lies that the night has 1,000 eyes. You say that you're at home when you phone me, and how much you really care. Though you keep telling me that you're lonely, I'll know if someone is there. 'Cause the night has 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 eyes can't help but see if you are true to me. So remember when you tell those little white lies that the night has 1,000 eyes. One of these days you're gonna be sorry, 'cause your game I'm gonna play, and you find out without really trying, each time that my kiss astray. 'Cause the night has 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 eyes will see me true, and no matter what I do, I could never disguise all my little white lies. 'Cause the night has 1,000 eyes. So remember when you tell those little white lies that the night has 1,000 eyes.
That means 500 pairs of eyeglasses. I hope you have good optical insurance. Bobby V, the night has 1,000 eyes. Well, that brings us up to quitting time. So time for me to head out of here. Thanks for tuning in. I've enjoyed it as always. And a big round of applause for all of our trivia participants tonight. You done good. Carlotta hit the last question. The $20 sweets and treats category, moon pies, was absolutely right. She had the correct answer and the fastest fingers on that one. So that brought Carlotta up to a good second place finish at 45, but Pat was the big winner tonight with, 75, 110. 110, so that's a good job. That takes the grand prize for tonight. Virginia Avenue. We'll be posting that on the screen for you. Add that to your real estate portfolio with our compliments. All right. Now, if you would tell a friend about the broadcast, we have a push button included on the website now where you can share us on Facebook. That's one way to do it. Or if you want to just tell people about us in person, that works too. Tell them to punch up tomedwards.info on whatever internet device they're using. That's tomedwards.info, and that's me. All right, keep yourself safe, wear your mask whenever you go out in public, and social distancing and all of that. Remember to listen to the medical experts. Don't listen to the crazy man in the Oval Office. Okay, and I will talk to you Wednesday night, because again, we're going to be off the air tomorrow to make way for the debates, which I know everybody wants to watch and listen to. We'll be among them, Mr. Rockefeller and I. Okay. Talk to you to Wednesday night then. Bye for now.